For anyone out there with a leaky basement, you're going to want to listen up. We're going to talk once again with Maine's dry basement expert, Tony Hafford from TC Hafford. Tony, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, John?
I'm doing well. Good to see you again. All right, so water is still getting into basements after all these years.
Still getting into basements.
And that's just not a good thing for a whole bunch of reasons.
It really isn't a good thing. Anywhere from health issues, from the moisture, mold, to just the space isn't usable if it's wet.
Okay, well, this space we're talking about here today gives a good example of some of the things that you do, and I understand it wasn't so nice before.
No, there was a lot of water getting in here before. It was coming up through the slab, it was coming around the perimeter, it was coming down the walls.
Okay, and so luckily you are the exclusive dealer of basement systems for Maine and New Hampshire.
Yeah, for Maine and a good part of New Hampshire, yes.
All right, and so some of the things you can do, let's start with this patented piping system that you put in.
Yeah, we got a piping system from Basement Systems. It's WaterGuard, and it's a specially designed pipe that goes along the perimeter and channels water to a sump. So if someone's got groundwater coming in, we can channel it to the sump and get it pumped out.
Okay, now sometimes they already have a slab, so you need to jackhammer it out to put this in, but other times, in this case, you can just build it up.
That's right. In this case, they had plenty of headroom and they had water coming through the slab as well as the perimeter. So we put our drainage piping in, we put drainage matting down, which is also a vapor barrier, and then we also put drainage panels on the walls, and we put a new slab.
All right, now these panels on the walls just finish it off nice, and then the water, it may still, if it comes in, it just goes behind into the pipe and...
Yeah, it just drops behind the drainage panel into the WaterGuard piping system, gets to the sump, and the whole basement, walls, floor is dry.
Okay. Now, I've seen some other pictures on your website of work that you do for crawl spaces, and that's not this. There's an encapsulation system, is that right?
Yeah, we got a special liner system called Clean Space that we can encapsulate crawl space, and that keeps the moisture in the soil and everything from coming up through and getting on the joists and rotting the joists and mold and all of that.
Okay. Now, for people out there that have water, they need to take care of that. Over time, that's not good for the house. But when they call you, what's the process like?
The process is call us at the office or get a hold of us on our website at tchaffordbasementsystems.com, and we'll set them up an appointment with one of our specialists to come do a free estimate, and then we can accommodate them from there.
All right, and from the time that you come into a project and get started, how long does it typically take?
It usually takes, a job this size was 3 or 4 days, but they're usually anywhere from 1 to 3 days.
All right. Well, Tony, it's always great to see you. Thanks for spending a little time. So get yourself a dry basement. Tony is the guy to do it. Call TC Hafford, or you can check him out on the web, as Tony said, at tchaffordbasementsystems.com.